Mereo BioPharma, a UK-based, clinical-stage biopharmaceutical company focused on developing novel therapies for rare diseases and oncology. Its most advanced asset, Setrusumab, is a monoclonal antibody targeting Osteogenesis Imperfecta or a rare genetic disorder that results in brittle bones and frequent fractures. OI is caused by mutations in genes responsible for producing type 1 collagen, a key component of bones, tendons, and ligaments. Without sufficient type 1 collagen, bones become fragile and fracture easily. Currently, there are no approved therapies that target the underlying cause of the disease. In this report, we present our revised valuation for Mereo following a recent corporate update and to discuss our outlook for the company. We have updated our estimates for the size of the Osteogenesis Imperfecta market and incorporated the terms of the commercialization deals for Setrusumab. We have also considered the upcoming Phase 3 clinical catalyst and stress-tested our model against various scenarios. Notably, we present a range of outcomes that consider both upside and downside risks. Catalysts and market access structure. February 27, 2023, Mereo announced that the second interim analysis of the pivotal Phase 3 trial evaluating Setrusumab did not meet the predetermined statistical cutoff for efficacy. The primary endpoint of the study is the change from baseline in annualized fracture rate at 52 weeks. For those who are interested in reviewing the details of the futility analysis, the company provided an investor presentation on their website. Setrusumab is being co-developed with Ultragenyx, which holds commercialization rights in the United States. Under the terms of the deal, Mereo receives an upfront payment of $25 million and is eligible to receive up to $385 million in development and commercial milestones plus royalties on U.S. sales. Mereo retains commercialization rights in the European Union and other territories. This split commercial arrangement means Mereo will receive double-digit royalties from U.S. sales of Setrusumab and retain full commercial rights in the EU. Revised market opportunity and valuation. We estimate the total diagnosed population of moderate to severe OI in the EU to be around 10,000 patients. Adjusting for realistic treatment eligibility and access constraints, we assume 50% penetration, resulting in 5,000 addressable patients. Pricing in the EU is expected to be discounted by approximately 25% relative to U.S. rare disease therapies, leading to an assumed annual treatment cost of $82,500 per patient. This equates to $412.5 million in gross EU revenue. After deducting 15% royalty to Ultragenyx for manufacturing, Mereo's net EU revenue is approximately $350.6 million at peak. In the US, we estimate the diagnosed patient population to be 6,000 with an assumed 50% penetration rate, resulting in 3,000 treated patients. At a price of $110,000 per year, this equates to $330 million in total US revenue. Assuming a 12% royalty rate payable to Mereo, this translates to $39.6 million in annual peak U.S. royalty revenue. At peak, Mereo's total risk-adjusted annual revenue from both geographies is approximately $390.2 million. To account for regulatory, market, and execution uncertainties, we apply a conservative probability of success of 50% given the asset is still in mid-stage development. Applying a moderate EV, sales multiple of 3.0x, which reflects the rare disease sector average, but discounting slightly for commercial execution risks, we derive a resulting risk-adjusted enterprise value EV of $585 million. The current enterprise value of Mereo is approximately $330 million, implying upside potential of approximately 76%. Strengths of the investment thesis. First-in-class potential. Setrusumab could become the first approved bone-targeting therapy for OI, representing a true breakthrough in a high-need market. Favorable clinical catalyst. The second interim readout with a less stringent p-value cutoff increases the probability of a positive outcome. Strategic partner. Ultragenyx's involvement in the U.S. de-risks Mereo's exposure that adds credibility to commercial prospects, retained EU rights, offers Mereo direct access to a potentially lucrative market, subject to successful commercialization, risks and caveats. Market penetration uncertainties. Not all diagnosed patients may be eligible or able to access treatment, particularly under restrictive EU reimbursement environments. EU pricing pressure. Assumed pricing may not be achieved in every country due to cost-effectiveness evaluations by HTA bodies. Dependence on Ultragenyx. U.S. commercial success hinges on execution by its partner. Pipeline concentration. Mereo's near-term valuation is heavily reliant on one asset. Other programs, such as the one for 𝗕𝗫𝗄𝗓1 antitrypsin deficiency, were not included in this valuation and represent optional upside, but also further R&D risk. Financing needs. Future funding rounds may be needed, potentially leading to shareholder dilution. Conclusion. Mereo BioPharma represents a high-risk, high-reward opportunity in the rare disease space. After adjusting for commercialization caveats, reimbursement challenges and royalty structures, the conservative risk-adjusted valuation of $585 million still provides approximately 76% upside from current levels. This makes Mereo a compelling candidate for long-biased rare disease investors, particularly if the upcoming Phase 3 interim readout is positive. However, success is not guaranteed and prospective investors should remain aware of binary outcome risks and potential financing dilution. Thank you for your time. Please reach out to the research team if you have any questions.